Yes, a beautiful, beautiful, crisp autumn, fall morning. In other words, leaves are changing. Yes. Listen to Mother Nature. Listen. Morning. This was a great idea. The air is so fresh. I'll tell you. Come on. Everybody about them business. Who jogging, who's strolling with the kids, you know, who's strolling as couples, like me and hubby. It's a beautiful day. So although I didn't get to see the running water that I was expecting, you know, all in all, I can't complain. I have to give thanks for this, to be able to even, you know, have this solitude for a moment. So now we're coming out closer to the road, so we can hear the vehicles them now, cars them passing, you know. So it's not as quiet as it was where you could have listened to the trees and all of that stuff. Yeah, I'm a weird like that, you know. But yeah, man, I'm grateful for today, you know. No work. It's not a lot of businesses is closed today actually, but mine fortunately is. So I took the time today to nurture my mind, you know, and be one with the spirit, be one with nature. You know, and I've come a far way. I'm not gonna lie, I've come a far way because you know I've experienced what ones and ones call the dark night of the soul, and people who are on a spiritual journey will more likely know what I'm talking about. And I've been going through it, you know, for a while, and it's not safe to say that I'm out of it yet, because I wouldn't say that fully, but I've reached a stage wherein I can identify that this is what it is. You know, I was listening to a podcast earlier, and the gentleman, oh my gosh, how can I forget his name already? They were talking about how, especially now when so much changes is going on, a lot of people are experiencing a spiritual awakening, or you know, going through the dark night of the soul, and they don't understand what it is. And we people like me would get written off and say, hey, something wrong with your brain, something wrong with you, you know, you need to be on medication, you're depressed, you know, all of that, when all you need is just some spiritual guidance, you know, some spiritual therapy to help you through what you're going through and let you understand it. But you don't need is somebody who's gonna recommend that you go and put yourself on medication that you can't even experience life, you can't even feel anything, you know. And this experience allows me to feel a lot, you know, even things that I thought that was buried and doesn't matter anymore, where you don't deal with it but you cover it up, you know. It helps me understand, it helps me feel all of the emotions and everything that comes with it, the guilt, you know, everything that we try to push aside and don't want to face, you know, experiencing that You know, I couldn't experience that on no medication and no pills or anything. Because if you are seeking to find out, about spirituality and to get back to your real self, man, you know, you're gonna have to shed some things. A lot. You have to first of all be truthful to yourself. So the first thing, the first person you're gonna have to face is yourself. It's you. And that's very hard. Because you see, when somebody's gonna look at you and tell you, say, you lie or you never did do this or whatnot, yeah, you're gonna want to fight, you're gonna defend your rights and all of that. But you see, when you have to look yourself into that mirror and tell yourself that, yeah, you shouldn't, or you can't justify something without feeling guilty, the best therapy that, man. So, I've been experiencing all of that, shedding some of that weight, that emotional weight, that low vibration energy, like getting rid of it, And this morning I woke up, and not even this morning alone, because for a while now I've been so-called basking in the glory. For real though, And this morning is like, I feel like I'm living in the goodness of life, And that sums it up for me, how I feel. And from somebody that is coming from experiencing what I've been through, to this journey, on this journey, I can tell you that coming out on this side, it's a privilege. It's a privilege to be able to say I am living in the goodness of life, because it's not a lot of people are in a position to even get to this point. A lot of people out there are struggling, wondering if something is really wrong. Yeah, man. But don't quick to judgment and say, you go through, schizophrenia, or what they call them, things, depression and, bipolar and all of that stuff. Not to knock any of that. Not a medical doctor, I'm just saying, before we even write off our family and our loved ones and say they're crazy, no. Seek other help. You understand? Because I'm not telling you it's an easy journey, but I got some assistance, I did. But 99% of the work, man, I lie to you, I had to deal with it. Sometimes I wonder if my husband going to leave, but that man stood by me. And he might not understand it, but I got that support. Me youth them also, and friends that are close to me that can relate, but them got my back like that. So I have to be grateful for that too. I had people around me to help me understand that whatever it is you're going through, I might not be able to understand it, but I got you. And sometimes that's all we need, giving us time and space to deal, But don't feel like, so when you get out and you see this little light of the tunnel, you're safe. You're not safe, because we still have to live in this society. We still have to experience this. We have to find that balance in understanding that we have to deal with the real world. We have to. But when you put the divine power in front of everything, and understand that what's in you, that's what you want to lead. That divine power in you, that you said, yes, you lead. Lead. You don't even need permission. You understand? But as long as that is at the forefront of your life and continue striving to stay in the goodness of life, eventually those dark spots will be in the rearview mirror. And whatever comes along that you have to deal with, you have to understand that life happens, shit happens, deal with it. No woe is me crying to say, why me, why me? It happens to everybody. It happens to everybody. It's how you deal with it. You understand? So shit happens, deal with it and move on. Move on. Don't let one little bad thing that might happen, maybe somebody bad drive you and it's mess up your whole morning. Don't make them kind of things bother you. Try not to. And still let all the joy that you woke up with and that you meditate with and that you were feeling. Don't let it steal on one crappiness. Steal all that joy. It's not worth it. Don't give it power. Yeah, man. And just continue to thrive to live in the goodness of life. Enjoy every moment. See it for what it is. Appreciate it for what it is. Understand that nothing that goes on you can change. It's just how you deal with it. It's just how you approach it and handle it. But it doesn't change it. No matter how much you cry and look for pity and walla 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 in it, it doesn't change the fact that it happened. What matters is how you deal with it. And every day if you get up and you look on life like that and can see everything, that everything have a purpose. But it's what you pay attention to, you feed. That's what matters. Yeah, man. Yeah, so we're on our final stretch out of the park now, out of the hills, you know. But I call it the hills because this is what I have to deal with for now. Yeah. We did roughly 4 miles today. We came out around 10 o'clock and so, about noon, you know. All in all, it was a beautiful walk, not gonna lie. You know, I can feel it, you know, the muscles, the old muscles, them wake up this morning. And them feel good now. You know, so. Just gonna relax for the rest of the day and if the vibes send me upstairs to do some painting, that's what I would do. That's what I will do. But for those who stay with me on this journey, thank you so much. I know I went off course, you know, a little bit, talking about me. But it's my channel, right? It's Liberty with Liz. So why not? But thank you guys so much for riding with me on this journey. And I hope you enjoyed. Give it a like. Give it a thumbs up. Yeah, man. One love.